Hey, welcome back guys for another episode. So, two things we're going to do to the car today. First being GLT oil separator. This is the 3.0 version, so it's the new version right here. It is something that every Coyote engine has to have. There's a ton of videos out there and information about it. Just go buy one. They're cheap and it's good insurance. But inside the 3.0, these are a little bit different than the old style. So anyway, this is finished in the silver clear. It has a nice O-ring around the top here. And you know, it's pretty simple. It catches oil and that's it. And you just unscrew it and you can do whatever with it. But short and sweet. But there's a couple things that need to happen to install this. So we're going to take the strut tower brace off. I've already got the screws off. And then for the 18s, you're going to get these two little things off so you can take the engine cover off of the car. So once you have these 4 bolts loosened up, you just take a flat head and very carefully you're going to go in here and then pry this open like so. And there's 2 of them. Just like that. Okay, so what you're going to need is a 10mm and extension and just a ratchet wrench. And then there's 2 bolts, one here and here. Next step, once you have everything taken off the car, there are some tabs here and here on this little tube here, and then basically what you can do is just slide that back and they're going to pop off.
I don't know if you can see my finger that well, but there is a little bit of oil when I stuck my finger inside of the pipe here. So this oil catch can should work.
Final step, short little sweet install. They're just going to snap in place. There it goes. Now we'll just put everything back together. Okay, so what we have up next is some Ford Performance hood struts. Something that should have come from the factory this way, but they just don't. But these don't cost very much, and it's certainly something you can do to add to your engine bay to make it look a lot nicer and get rid of that prop rod. So what I've got here is a little tool here to put into my drill, because there is going to be some cutting. It does come with this template, and you're going to need a 10mm ratchet and socket. These are a little different than some of the other ones I've seen. So this is an Allen head key, and then they have these little lock washers on the bottom here so that it is going to have a nice, very secure fit. Alright, so the first step is going to be to mount these, and they're going to slide into these little holes here, and then they're going to secure in place. Make sure that this ball socket here is facing towards the outside of the car. So what I've done is I've mounted them in and I've left them somewhat loose, so that way I can go through and complete the process on this side with the rest of the bracket, and then I'll tighten everything up once I'm finished. Now, something important to note too, when you're putting these in, these lock washers on this particular hood strut goes inside of the fender there, and it helps to secure it in place. So next step is take your 10mm and you're going to loosen this top screw out. And then you have these top brackets, and they are side specific, so it's going to look like this. And then it's going to essentially fit, and then this little lip will secure right there. Okay, so for this side, It's going to come with that template that I showed you earlier. You're going to cut it out, and you're going to pay attention to this little hole right here in the fender itself, and then that's where actually one of the retaining pins goes that holds this battery cover down. And you're going to line that hole up essentially with that hole, and then once you have done so, this little dot right there, you're going to mark your spot right there, and then you're going to drill out about a 1-inch hole. That way you can slide this underneath and it'll pop through. Once you have your holes drilled, go ahead and mount up this side and you're complete. Alright guys, so that's another one in the books. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.